Hey everyone, Riyaz Datu here with 3D Crystal and Cockpit 3D, and today I'm in conversation with one of our resellers. We're chatting about something that I think is going to benefit many of you, so I've already asked if we can record this. Kim, I'm going to ask you again, are you alright with us videoing this to share?
Yes, sure, Riyaz, that's no problem.
Okay, awesome, wonderful. So what I know is that you became a reseller not too long ago and you're doing fairly well. Can you tell me a little bit more?
Sure. First of all, I became a reseller 18 months ago, and
Okay.
I have been selling 3D crystals in a mall, which is where I've seen most of my sales. I also sell 3D crystals on the side too, like at festivals,
Okay.
during weekends, or holiday season.
So the majority of your sales are coming from the mall, and then it's being complemented by some sales at festivals and fairs on the weekend?
Correct.
Okay,
So it's like,
all right. Got it. Okay, so without getting into the personal banking side or finance side, if we just look at your business and from the sale of 3D crystals, how much do you currently have banked in your account?
So I've saved $70,000.
17,000?
70.
70. Okay, $70,000.
Correct.
Okay,
After
cool.
the holiday season in January, I expect to have $120,000.
With a projected okay, awesome. With a projected 120. That's brilliant. So, how much of this is an injection of outside capital?
So it generates all from my business.
That's brilliant. And so do you have any debt?
Proud to say I'm debt free.
That's awesome. I don't think you understand how many businesses are in their first 18 to 36 months that are struggling to keep afloat, and you're in a position of being debt free. So that's just brilliant. You're selling crystals, you're saving money. What's the problem?
Yes, Riyaz. I have two concerns though. First is I don't know where to spend my money. Second is I'm scared of losing all of this money and making wrong decisions.
You broke out on the first one. You don't know where to, sorry?
First one is I don't know where to spend my money to grow my business.
Uh-huh, okay. And number two?
Yeah. Second one is I'm scared of losing all of this money and making the wrong decision.
Okay, yeah, so, all right, well, thanks for asking this. So, like, I mean, this is such a common problem, right? Is that, let's address point number two, is how much money did you have when you first started your business?
So first I had nothing, so I need to borrow from my parents.
Okay, so,
Fortunately,
sorry?
Fortunately, I already paid them.
You paid them back? Okay,
I'm debt-free.
that's awesome. So you're totally debt-free. That's brilliant. So, you know, it's interesting that it was easier for you to invest in the business when you didn't have any money. And today when you have $70,000, it's more of a challenge, right? And that's,
Yes.
right? That's a common problem because now you've got something to lose. So I could tell you that I'm really happy that you're asking about investing in your business, because there's so many resellers of ours that are excited about banking and getting to the 7 digits, the $1 million mark in their account. And if that's the way that I had thought from the beginning, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. Because for me, it's always been about reinvestment. There's no way I would have had the infrastructure I have right now if I was just saving money and not putting that money to good use to build my business, right? So, you know, I would say that as far as you're concerned, where to spend your money, what you need to do is, in my opinion, find out how much money you need as cash flow for your existing operation. Okay, so for the mall that you're currently in, set that aside as quickly as you can. Take the rest of the money and reinvest it into verticals, creative verticals that you're excited about to further grow and develop your business.
Okay.
You asked where, so I'll tell you where. Like, the lowest hanging fruit to me is if you've already seen success and if you've already mastered the kiosk in the mall, find another mall that's similar to the mall that you're in, because not all malls are going to operate and generate the same revenue. So if this one is working, find another mall that has similar demographics, okay? And set up over there in the first quarter of next year. And then in the second quarter, another mall, and then in the third quarter, another mall. So essentially, by next holiday season, you'll have 4 locations, your existing one plus the other 3, right? And then you'll pretty much be quadrupling your revenue. I think that's probably the best thing to do.
That's great. But I want to would I run the other mall?
Well, first of all, it's awesome that you're working 10 hours a day. It shows that you're committed. What I would say is that you're thinking as an operator, and we all do. We need to think like managers. So I even started wearing a tie and going to make sales, and then putting my jeans on and doing the shipping, right? So you had to be an operator. You had to understand what worked for you. You had to understand the formula of what words it took to get that customer to pull that phone out of their pocket, to upsell them to larger crystals and LED bases and keychains and accessories and all that. But you've mastered it now. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that now you get the right staff that are loyal to you, that you can motivate, that are incentivized. Here's a tip, is that when you're interviewing staff, the first thing you should do is observe what their reaction is to your product, to the 3D crystal product. And if they're blown away by it, completely amazed and excited by it, that's probably a good staff to be trying out and to hire. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to you'll want to continue going to the mall, but now not putting in all your hours at one location. You might, for example, on a Monday go to your first location, on a Tuesday go to the next location, but also allow that staff to run the business, because that's what's going to enable you to focus on what matters, which is building the business at this point.
Mm-hmm. Great. But I was thinking, should I invest in a laser at this point?
Well, look, you know my opinion on a laser machine, right? If you want a laser, I'm happy to sell you one, and I can put you in touch with those that we collaborate who manufacture lasers as well. We can provide you with software that you need to do what you need to do. But, in my opinion, unless you're running a tourist location that has very, very high volume and where instant production is required, and if you want to get into production, unless you're in that situation, I think that it's probably the worst time in the history of business to be investing in machinery, quite honestly. And the reason is because today, with the efficiencies of logistics and distribution networks, there's enough people that have invested in machinery that are willing to sell you product for a dime on the dollar. So the margin isn't in manufacturing. The margin is in what you're doing, in selling at retail to the end consumer and doing what you're good at, which is sales and marketing, and allowing companies like us to do what we're good at, which is at manufacturing. But I'll tell you one other thing is that we did it 15 years ago when it made sense. It complemented our other businesses and what we do. But if I had to start over again today, investing in machinery is not strategic and is probably not something I would be doing.
Oh, thank you.
But you're doing really well.
Okay, thank you, Riyaz. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for your advice. I just really needed to hear this.
No problem.
I'm excited to show you what we do over the next 18 months.
I'm excited to see what you do over the next 18 months, but we'll chat before then. Okay, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take care. Bye. And I'm glad that you guys got to hear that. Some interesting content that I think is going to benefit many of you. If you liked this video and you want to see more, please subscribe, like, and share. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode.